Welcome back to the fourth in the series of Bitesize Tutorials and how to set up your own WordPress food or recipe blog and monetize it so you can finally kiss the day job goodbye. So far we have covered setting up the best and cheapest hosting and configuring the free FOODICA LITE theme available on the WordPress platform. There is a paid version of FOODICA theme also available via WP Zoom website called FOODICA Pro, and the paid version does have more functionality, such as the ability to instantly change the colour of the sliding header to match your brand colours. However, in this series of 8 tutorials, I will show you how to get as much of the functionality of the paid version in the free version of the FOODICA theme by using extra plugins. So let's crack on. In this tutorial we are going to deal with the sidebar and footer, including this author bio with pick section. Let's go back to our WordPress dashboard and configure some of the plugins we activated in tutorial 2. Go to Plugins and Installed Plugins. And firstly, you want to activate the MAILCHIMP for WordPress plugin. Then you want to activate the Social Icons plugin. And lastly, the WP Social Feed plugin. Then we need to go to the theme editor via the Appearance button and choose the Customize tab. Now we want to scroll down to the Widgets section and choose the sidebar option at the top. Here we can see the default search tab already in place here at the top, and this is the best place for it, so we will leave it in place. We are now going to add our bio section with pics, so click Add Widget and scroll down to the text section. We're going to give it a title, so we'll say put in About Me. As soon as we type it in, we can see it there on the right hand side in our sidebar. Next, we're going to add our bio pic by clicking Add Media, and this will take us to the WordPress Media Gallery where we can choose our uploaded picture of choice. I've already uploaded the bio pic on from the demo version, and all the pics I use in this tutorial will be available for download via a link in the notes section of this video. Once the pic is chosen, we can see it in our sidebar, but it looks a bit big. So let's hit the pencil icon and we can edit it by choosing a different size. We'll go for the smallest size and we'll center it. That's more like it. Now we're going to go to the demo version. We're just going to copy the text under the bio pic. So just copy it. And then we go back to our text section and paste it in, and there it is. Let's highlight the name by bolding it. And there it is. Now lastly, we need to add a read more button that we had in our demo version. And there it is, something like that. So we have to go back and we're going to add media. Going to go back to the WordPress media gallery, and there I've downloaded from Google just a simple ping button with read more on it, which will be available via the link in the notes to this video, along with other images I use. And then once it's in place, we can center it. And now we can make it live by linking, hitting the link button at the top, going back to the front end of our blog and go to the About page. And now we can just simply copy the page address at the top in the top bar and paste it in the link box and hit apply. Now that box should be live, and when our visitors hit it, it should take us to the About page. So let's publish what we've added. And we'll just test it out, see if it actually works. And it does. Great. So next we have to add these follow icon, social media icons. So we go back to our sidebar, to the theme editor, and now we choose the widget called Social Icons by WP Zoom, which we activated earlier. There by default we've got it there, but it's square form. So we can add whether we want them round or square, whether we want them plain or coloured. And also you can add as many social icons as you like according to how many social media sites you have. Next in the sidebar of the demo box is containing most viewed and most commented posts. However, this plugin is only available in the FOODICA Pro version, so we'll have to skip that. Moving on to these posts with thumbnail graphics. To include these in the sidebar, we need to insert the FOODICA posts with thumbnail widget. If this is not automatically installed when you activate FOODICA Lite theme, you may need to activate it in the plugins section. Once in place, we can choose how many posts are highlighted in our sidebar. We'll put 2 in for now. And we can also include what categories. We don't have any categories at the moment, so we'll have to choose uncategorized. It looks a bit odd at the moment because we haven't any content or categories, but once we start adding content, we can come back and tweak it. Next in the sign up is this sign up form, which is essential to grow your mailing list of subscribers. I suggest signing up with a free MAILCHIMP account, which will gather your subs into a list, which you can then manage and send out automated alerts and promotion emails, all of which will be essential if you wish to monetize your site. I have put a link to another video by a YouTube creator in the notes to this video, which will walk you through the whole process of signing up for your free account. It will take about 20 to 30 minutes. So once your account is set up, you can then log in And here in this section you will see your list, where your list is under the audience section. So click audience, and there is your list, and you can name it what you want. I've named mine subscribers for free content. You can also see how many subs you have. This book they also shows you how you're subscribed to your email list. You can now start creating your forms and emails, such as the embedded forms and pop-up forms. We need an embedded form for our sidebar, so we click the embedded form section, and here you'll be taken to the embedded forms editor. There are a few different styles such as classic, condensed, horizontal, etc. And here you can also give your form a name or a heading, such as subscribe or newsletter. There are two ways you can include this into your sidebar, and one is by copying and pasting the code in the box, or a better way is to connect your site directly to MailChimp. So if you scroll down to the MailChimp for WordPress tab, and this is the section where you can connect directly to MailChimp. You need to get your API key for MailChimp from your MailChimp account just by clicking this bar, and here you can create your API code, create it, copy it, and put it in the API key box. Once your site is connected to MailChimp, you can then go and see the forms you've chosen by clicking on Forms, and there's your form that you can see right on your site. You can do a few tweaks here if you like. Now when we go back to our theme editor, all we have to do is go to sidebar, add widget, and choose the MailChimp sign up form. And it will automatically be placed in our sidebar. Now it looks a bit plain, but unfortunately that is because you cannot have custom designs for embedded forms in the free version of MailChimp. But it's a way around. I can make it look more interesting by just adding an image widget, and back into the WordPress media gallery. I've just downloaded this button, this ping image. It looks rather interesting. And you can give it a title. You can put in sign up or newsletter. Now I'm going to link this image to either the contact page of your website, or you could go back to the form builder on MailChimp, and here you can customize a sign-in form to your heart's content, really. You can put in a lot of information here. You can even add a logo, as much text as you like. You can add as many boxes as you like. You can change the color and the background, etc. Then you're given a link or the URL to this form, which you can copy and include in your own social media sites to gain subscribers direct from there. Or we're going to actually include this address in our link to our graphic. Now when we go to the front end of our site, we just click on the subscribe button, and it will take us to our customized sign-in form. Next in the sidebar is this Instagram section to direct visitors to follow you by Instagram as well. And Instagram as well as Pinterest is a really useful tool to promote your recipe blog, and I'll be talking more about Pinterest in the following tutorial. So we go to the add widget and we choose the Instagram widget by WP Zoom, and we can either connect our site to Instagram as we did with MailChimp, or we can just put our Instagram username in this box. For demo purposes, the WP Zoom has included a username here to a dummy Instagram account, so we can actually put that in and just see what it looks like in our sidebar. We can also choose how much of it to display, including a follow button. And there it is. Great. Now we are going to move on to our footer section. In the demo version there are 3 sections here with different things, but in the FOODICA LITE version there's actually 4 sections. So we're going to utilize all of them. So we go to the first section, and here we'll put another MailChimp sign up form, because you can't have too many sign up forms. And there it is, just the plain version. The next section, I think we'll put pages widget. Of course, you can add what you like here. You may, if you have a physical store, you may want to add the store address and a map, or you may want to add your email and contact details here. It's just up to you. But for the sake of this demo, I'm just choosing some useful widgets you could include in your in the footnotes. We haven't got any categories at the moment, but that will fill up once we start um, creating some. And in the last section, put a search bar. Great, that's it done. Now, last but not least, we have the social media share buttons. And to add them to our header section, we go back, and at the very bottom we see the header section there, social media icons. And again we should choose the social icons widget. But instead of follow buttons, they're share. So we could either take out follow, we could put share there if you want. And we must click the tab, no follow tab, so that it's not directed to your social media sites. And again, we can choose the style of buttons we have and how many. And there they are. Great, let's publish what we've added. And we'll just check it on the front end. It looks great. Now sidebar is in place, and our footer. So join me for tutorial 5, where we will be creating a recipe index and posts using the recipe block plugin and also embedding those all-important videos. For a limited time only, I'm offering to create you your own customized 4-page site including header, sidebar and footer, and posts using your own content. Please see the notes to this video for terms and conditions of this offer. If you have enjoyed this tutorial, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up and hit the notification bell to receive alerts for when new videos are uploaded. Cheers!